So we are writing this exception handling programs we need to write, right? That's what pending from our side. Oh, I'll create another package. Okay, so to separate, all the different classes, we'll create a separate package. SRC, right click, new package. So these are exception handling, right? Exception handling programs. And so first I'll create a first class. We have arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, number format exception, array index out of bounds exception. I'll show you number format exception and so array index out of bounds exception. Maybe we can do separately also, okay? So I'll create arithmetic exception demo. So when you will get arithmetic exception demo, so we know already, right? So when you divide any number by 0, you will get a arithmetic exception, right? So let me declare some a value 25. So common B, I'm not assigning any value. Okay, so let's take the main method. So now I will use this A and B variables. Okay, I'm using A and B variables. Int result equal to A by B. Right? So why it's throwing error? What's the mistake we did?
B value is not assigned but initialized, because then it will be assigned to 0 or none.
Not that one. I think a different error we are getting here.
Non-static. Okay. Static field and non-static members. In static method, we cannot access non-static members directly. We have to create an object, or else we can make the variables as a static.
Yeah. If you want to access so non-static variables, you cannot directly access, right? In the static method inside. So if you either you need to create object for this or you need to make this as a static variable. So I'm making as a static variable. See now so cleared that error. Now system dot out dot println result a by b result. I'll put a by b result is so just put result. Maybe I can do different other operations also. Int subtraction equal to a minus b, and you can print so a minus b result is, just put some, so then put some more. I'm just doing all the operations on these two variables. So yeah. So now let's see whether all these lines of code is going to execute or not. Right? That's what we need to see. So let's run this program. So what happened? You can see the output.
Arithmetic operation error on the exception.
So why are you getting no divided by 0? See on the 8th line. So line number 8. So here you are getting. Here you are getting. So this line you are getting. Why 25 is divided by, what is the b value? What is the b value?
0.
0.
Yeah.
So that means a number divided by 0. That's why you are getting a arithmetic exception.
Mm.
So you see even line number also it is showing clearly the class name, method name, and the line number. So this is how you can track it out where you are getting exactly the issue. So this is what how you can track. But how can you handle this? So to handle that, this is the one giving a exception, right? So and also belongs to this, this line also belongs to this line only. So surround these two with try catch blocks. Right? You can surround with a try catch blocks. There will be an option here. So type super method navigation bar. All right, so we're not getting here. Let me add try catch blocks here. So I can add try catch blocks. Also, I can put this also inside this. Then catch block. So you know this arithmetic exception. So AEX. So you see, you have a lot of messages you can print. So you can print the get message, get cause, all this. You can print it. So just get cause. So AEX reference variable dot get cause. So get message, and I can see get message, and then there is a method AEX dot print stack trace. So print stack trace. So you can just print the stack trace. So that's how you can print these messages. Complete stack trace. For example, you are calling multiple methods. And it will give you that message. So which one method inside another method you are calling, that chain of lines of code where it is giving exact message, it will be given to you. So then, yeah. So then I can add finally block also. One minute. Okay. So even finally block also you can add for a try, catch, finally all I added. So I can write more so meaningful. Finally block always gets executed. Executed. So can you observe that before all these statements were not executed? See, it stopped here, 8th line only. Even this step also not executed. It stopped in this line only. That means if an exception occurs, the program will terminate in the same line. But now see, we handled this exception and we surrounded with a try catch finally blocks. Now what will happen? You observe that. Okay. So let's run this. If you want, you can run in debug mode. I'll show you debug mode. So you have to put a debug point. Okay. So you see, I just put a breakpoint here, and now you can so execute here. You can see here these things will be continue step by step down the stack trace. Okay, this will be enabled. Somehow it didn't enable. Debug it. Okay. Still it is showing exception. Let me run first. We'll see. Yeah. See, the code is executed. Okay, still code is executed. You can see. So you got an exception. So that's why it came to here. Get cause is executed. And it skipped. This part is executed and this line is skipped. Then immediately jump to catch block. This part executed, this part and this part. That's why you are getting all these messages. And then after catch block, it went to finally block. After finally block, this is executed. See that? So A minus B, A into B, A plus B, all these are executed. So till the last line of the code is executed. Till last line, the code is executed. So that means if you handle the exceptions with the try catch blocks, your code will execute till the end smoothly. If you don't handle, the code will terminate, execution will terminate on the same line where the exception occurs. So that is what the problem with without exception handling, with exception handling. That's the main advantage of exception handling. To maintain the smooth flow of program execution, then you need to use a try catch finally blocks so that it will be executed the entire code. See, this is not required for the try catch block because this is not throwing any exception here. Only exception is throwing here. That's why it's surrounded with a try block. So now here it is skipped. That's why it went to catch block. Suppose if I give B value, right? If I give B value, now this will success and then it won't come into catch block. So let's execute that. Okay, so run in again debug mode. So it came here and so these are enabled debug. So you can see step over, step into, step out. So all, right? You can step into, okay? Next, you see, next step is executed. In the try block itself, next step executed. Now what will happen? You see that. So catch block will skip now. It will jump to, because try block is successful now. It will jump to finally block. See, it went to finally block. Catch block is not executed now. So now catch block is not executed because try block is successful. If try block is successful, catch block won't execute. If try block is having some problem, then catch block will execute. So, but finally block, all the cases it will execute. Whether you get an exception, whether you won't get an exception, every case finally block will get executed. Okay, so that's it. You see the line by line code it is going. So that's how you can see that entire program. So no exception now. All the code is executed successfully. So this is how you can execute the code. Is this clear? Clear the breakpoints and you can run it normal again. See, it will run the code. Okay, any questions here? So I have shown you with exception, without exception, and after adding try catch blocks, how it is executing. The code execution flow I have shown you. So practice that, then it will be very useful for you. So the next one is null pointer exception. Any questions on this? So I'll just declare static string str equal to null. Okay. Maybe I'll find out string length. Okay. I'll find out string length or concatenate or some string operations you can do. I will try to do private static int get length method I am calling. Get length. So method I am calling and return str dot length. Okay. I just created a one method which has to return the string length. Okay. Now, so I'm going to call that method. Okay. I'm going to call that method. I'm going to call that method. Okay. So let's call that method. So int so len equal to get length, right? So then I will write some print statements. System dot out dot println strings are immutable. And I can put some more here. String class is available in java.lang package. So string is a group of characters. Group of characters. So now you execute this program, okay? Just execute this program. See what is happening. This code is executed. First line, this is executed. Next, what happened? You got an exception in thread main. This means main thread means this is the main thread. So null pointer exception demo class. See, cannot invoke string.length because so exception handling programs is null. Str is null. So I told, right, when you will get a null pointer exception, if the variable has a null value, on that null variable, if you call the length method or any methods on the null variables, it will throw null pointer exception. So in order to handle that, so you can just you can write this null pointer exception. So you need to handle this, right? You need to handle a null pointer exception. I just code yeah, so I'll add a try catch block here, okay? Null pointer exception, NP. these points, some of the points I'll write here. So get exception message. So npe dot get message. Dot get message. And then, so you can use a print stack trace. np dot print stack trace. Okay, so that's the try catch blocks and return this value. And now, so see, you are already handling that. So that remaining code will execute for you automatically. You don't need to worry about that. See, let's execute that. Some errors are there. What is that? Error, highlight your problems. 7th line. Okay.
Length.
Is missing. Column was missing. And, let's execute that. So execute again. See this part also executed. This part also executed. So we handled the exception, but still it executed. And that's how you can know. So handle the exception, null pointer exception, string length.
Ramesh, one doubt. This get message, get cause, these and all will be in the error or red
Exception
color.
class, exception class. The throwable class, they already throwable.
Yeah, throwable is the main class for this. My doubt is this red color, it will show throw like in red color only, like error message only it will be shown, like get message and get cause.
Yeah.
Here.
So what is the message and what is the reason it will just print for you? That's it. Other than that, nothing. Just say that get exception message cannot invoke a string dot length because so this is a null. See, meaningful message you are getting. That's a message. So that's a message you will get properly. Okay. Yeah. So any questions? Now, I want to overcome that message, right? So what you need to do, you have to give a proper str value. Str value I will give. So Java. See, now I have given the value. So now it will print properly. The code will execute successfully. See, no exceptions this time. See, no exceptions this time. So you got 4 characters, right, in the Java. So that's why you're getting 4. So remaining code as code is executed properly. So that's the how you can be okay. First time you can declare as a null S value. So this S value you can declare, but while using that time, you provide the value for this variable. Whichever you declared a null, that value you need to pass. Without assigning a value, you cannot use this. See, on the null variable you cannot use. See, now I assigned before this method. So now str value Java is there, not null. So now that will find out this length method. What is the how many characters are there? That output will store here integer value. So now 0 will replace with the 4. That 4 will be printed for you here. Clear? So this is the one how you can create a null pointer. This is the common null pointer exception you will see in your code. Next, number format exception. So as I mentioned clearly, so when you're doing a wrong formatting, so you will get a number format exception. For example, static string s equal to So for example, alphabets I'm giving Java. If I try to convert, so this one, convert string object into primitive int format. So what is the formula? How to convert that object into primitive format? What you call this also? What do you call this?
ToString.
No. So when you are converting string object into
Parse.
format,
Parsing.
so what we call
Typecast.
casting that?
Integer dot parsing.
That's okay. What you call that? That process, there is a name, right? I told the
Okay.
name. So there is a name for that. So for example, int val equal to integer dot parsing, right? So what you call this process? So objects you are converting into primitive format. What do you call this process? So wrapper classes, I told you already this process, right? Did you read the wrapper classes? Even in our blog, I mentioned very clearly that in our YouTube channel also, I have given that wrapper classes. I don't know, links I am providing there. Are you watching that videos? So I have given these things, right? Already. There is a auto boxing and unboxing I have given. Did you remember? Auto boxing means converting a primitive type into object.
Object.
Unboxing means
Object to primitive.
so this is a unboxing. Okay. So I'm doing unboxing. So that unboxing, if you try to do, you will get a here because you are converting alphabets into integer. That's not possible. That is not acceptable. So if the string has a number in string format, then you can convert. Okay. So now, yes, I'm passing yes, but this is not acceptable. The reason is alphabets you cannot convert into integer. So int primitive value, well. So now you can add, so int add equal to val plus 220. So you can put right. See now it will throw null pointer exception. Sorry, number format exception. See, you're getting number format exception for input string Java. You cannot do that. Alphabets you cannot convert into primitive format. Okay. Then what? So what should we do? And if you want to see remaining code is not executed. See remaining code is this line. How do you know where it got error? See that. First look for your class name, the method name, and the line number here. So 11, line number 11. So here you are getting an exception. So surround this with a try catch block. Surround this with a try catch block. So catch. So number format exception. I know that exception, that's why I'm giving exact. If you don't know, you can give your own or exception class you give. So exception class you can give if you don't know. Print stack trace. So it will print the complete stack trace. That's a print stack trace method. So let's execute now. At least it will execute the code further. The exception you will get still. Okay, so there is some val. What is val? Okay, val is not defined. So int val equal to, there's a block, right? Block scope. So that's why it is not, so you should not use local variable. So if it is the block scope, so local variable, I made a local to this try block. This val I cannot use outside because it is in the block. Now I made outside, so global, and I can use in this method. So now val become as 0. So that's a scope of variables. See, now you got the value, but still you got a null pointer exception. So that's why alphabets you should not do. So in the string format you can do. So for example, if I do that, so string, in the string format, if there is a number, you can convert it. See, now it will convert and you get the value. There is no error now. See, it converted to primitive 25 plus 20, 40.